Hello everyone, I'm Kevin Hunt.
Crack shoot! Crack shoot!
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes, you better be sorry. Just say your name, damn it.
I'm Caty Doll 409.
Alright. And as she already spoiled just now. And
Spoiled? Oh yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
That was sarcastic.
Terry Burgard isn't facing the furry or anything.
Okay. Yes. But I guess it's time to get serious!
I almost spit on my Sprite. Or spit out my Sprite.
Good, that's what you get. Okay, let me just skim through this and see when the video actually starts.
Did it really need to be an hour and 20 minutes?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, so we're just gonna...
Honestly, if this replay is just Sakurai gushing about...
King of Fighters.
Yes, I'd be okay with that.
Yes.
Gino?
No. There's not gonna be any other characters in this.
It's time for the banjo incantation. Gino, Gino, Gino.
Oh my god. I mean, it helped last time, but... No, I'm not actually expecting that, but wouldn't that be funny?
Hello everyone, this is Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited.
And then he just pulls out a Terry amiibo.
With 5 awards at this year's Japan
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's really cool.
It's received a great many awards on top of that as well. Each
Nice.
award is very meaningful to me, so I would like to take the opportunity to extend my thanks to all those who have voted and to all those who have supported us. Thank you so much.
Aw, you're welcome.
Without further ado, let's begin the presentation. First, we'll start with what the Neo Geo is. It refers to a 1990 video game
Or is it
console
knee?
used in arcades and at home, as well as to the name of the system itself. In 1990, the equivalent to the Super NES had only just released in Japan, so if you wanted to play arcade games at home before then, the only option was to play the less polished ports on the Nintendo Entertainment System. However, with the Neo Geo system, you could play the arcade versions of games at home with no drop in quality.
That's pretty cool.
1990 was right around the year that I started working for a game company.
I was born in
Back then, Japan had
1998.
rental
Yes.
services for arcade games. In
Well,
other
no, he was
words,
talking
you
about
could go to a
1990.
rental store
Oh, 1990? I heard 1998.
No.
and play it. After that, they were sold for home use, but a single game would cost about 30,000 yen. That's expensive. But if you think about it, compared to playing it
Also-
in the arcade 300 times at 100 yen per play, you're getting your money's worth. At the time, some people actually thought this was cheap.
I can see that.
I mean, there really
30,000
are
yen
people who play
USD.
games in the Super Smash Bros. Series 1,000 or even 10,000 times.
It's 275
The
USD.
NES, as
Oh
it
my
was
God.
called,
So, like,
was
250
sold
euro.
in various places, and for an arcade machine, it wasn't all that expensive.
Roughly.
That's really cool.
You could also get them on lease.
Oh.
That's why you'd end up seeing lots of candy stores.
I'm cool with history on video games with Masahiro Sakurai.
I could let him talk to me about anything,
It has
honestly.
4 buttons. And this is the actual console itself.
I like how the controller's as big as the console.
Here you slot in the big game card.
It is. Well, I guess it's because it's to simulate like an arcade machine. It would have to be that
Just
big.
kidding. Actually, this is the Neo Geo X, the portable version that was released afterward.
That's pretty cool.
You could also insert it into this docking station and play it as a home console.
That's really nice.
Also, like the
Beat
Switch.
Nintendo Switch to it. A portable, multi-purpose console.
Great minds think alike.
Updated iterations of past systems are emblematic of the Neo Geo. Next, let's talk about what Fatal Fury is. It released in 1991, the same year as Street Fighter II, but this one came later. It launched after Street Fighter II. Like many of the other fighters, Fatal Fury was often regarded as a title that was developed to capitalize on the popularity of Street Fighter II, but that's not really the case. Actually, both Street Fighter II and Fatal Fury were developed using the original Street Fighter as a foundation. In fact, the development...
Oh, so it wasn't imitating Street Fighter 2, but it was imitating Street Fighter.
Nah.
Did I just hear you say, wow? This one is also a multiplayer-focused fighting game. In the story, someone named Jeff Bogard is killed by Geese Howard. Geese Howard starts up a fighting tournament in Southtown, which he runs.
Holy cow, followed
To
by
avenge
damn
his
it.
father's death, Terry enters the tournament, which is known as King of Fighters. I mentioned the term King of Fighters, something you may have heard before. Yes, there's actually a popular series called the King of Fighters, and that series was named after the fighting tournament within the world of Fatal Fury.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, actually knew that.
And Terry Bogard, who is the protagonist of Fatal Fury, also appears in all the games in the King of Fighters series as one of the main characters.
Which makes sense.
If you want to play a game from either of the Fatal Fury series or the King of Fighters series, many of them are available now on Nintendo Switch as part of the Arcade Archive series.
Yeah, so I actually got two
You
of
may
those.
not know which one to play first, but my recommendations from the Fatal Fury series would be Fatal Fury Special. From the King of Fighters series, my recommendation would be the King of Fighters 95.
Wasn't that the one we
But if you want to
owned?
play a fighting game,
I think
with
I got
all sorts of
98.
strategic elements, then I recommend the
Ah,
King
there
of
we go.
Fighters 98.
Yeah, no, that was the one we got.
Next, I'll give you some insight on Terry Bogard.
Yeah, let's
Actually,
do it.
This video was recorded about 1 month prior to its release.
That's cheating.
That's because we need to translate and edit videos like this one, and that takes time.
No, I know. I figured that's the case,
The
but
footage you see here is not from the final production ROM, so please understand that there may be some elements that differ from the final game. Since we have the opportunity, I want to talk about Terry using a lot of SNK lingo, meaning in this discussion the younger generations may feel a little out of the loop. But there's nothing to worry
Good.
about. When we released the original Nintendo 64 version of Super Smash Bros., I was often asked, who is Samus? Whether or not the character is fun to play as is more important than whether the character is new or old, or whether the character is recognizable to everyone.
Yeah, people who don't care
I
about
want to
Terry.
make sure I present
Yes.
Terry to you in such a way that you can fully understand his appeal.
yeah, people who
Thank you.
complain about insert character names here.
Okay, let's begin.
Full version of the game requires use DLC sold separately.
This is Terry Bogard in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Can't
He's
sit
still
still.
wearing an outfit that reflects the era of his original game. We did our best to make him look cool in a variety of ways. When he stands next to Ryu, it almost makes you wonder, is this really a Super Smash Bros. Game? Doesn't it? Just like Ryu, when you're playing one-on-one, he'll face the opponent. Actually, he always looks in the opponent's direction. Even if you move him to a location behind the opponent, he'll quickly turn around, always keeping his focus on the opponent.
That's cool. I like that about
Let's talk about his
Ken and
moves.
Ryu.
His neutral attacks are jab, body blow, and high kick.
I think that's the way
Each
it
move
was.
is something familiar from the Fatal Fury series. And his dash is power charge. This is a move you can use in Real Bout, Fatal Fury Special, and others. In the original series, it was one of his special moves. His tilt attacks are middle kick, rising upper, and underkick. Compared to Ryu, his attack speed is slower. This is to match his original series.
That's interesting.
Now for smash attacks. First up, backspin kick. This smash attack is the equivalent to his strong attack, but the motion is even cooler than in his original series. Next, wild upper and slide kick.
That reaches up really
From
high.
the original series. Then his midair moves. Jump, then chop. Jump, then kick. Jump, then backward kick.
What's his down air?
And then somersault kick. However, this somersault kick was not included in the original series. But we needed a move to attack up. So we created a new move.
That's cool.
That's his down air hits up?
No.
Oh.
Jump,
there's
and then
down
karate
air.
punch for a down air attack. If you successfully pull off a down air, it's possible to
Nice.
attack with a meteor effect.
That's going to be my new favorite thing. I'm going to be doing that constantly.
Next,
Sorry!
his
Sorry.
forward throw is his familiar buster throw. His back throw is also buster throw. And his down throw is neck breaker drop.
That's pretty cool.
In fact, he used it in the game Fatal Fury Wild Ambition. I miss playing that game on Hyper Neo Geo 64. And then, his up throw is grasping upper. This sort of dodge attack can be performed after a spot dodge. I mentioned dodge attack. and this actually does exist.
Ooh.
During a spot dodge, immediately press the button to counterattack.
That's really cool.
Cool.
During a dodge attack, your upper body becomes invincible, so this kind of move gives you the advantage when you counterattack.
Can he only do that?
I think he
Now for
must.
special attacks.
And then
His
everybody
usual
tells me
special,
that how
with just
wrong
the
I
B
am.
button, is Power Wave.
Yes. Good.
Depending on how long you press the button, you'll use one of two types of special attacks, weak and strong. This one is weak and kinda slow, and this one is strong. Fast, isn't it? For Ryu, in his original game, you used 3 buttons, so there were weak, medium, and strong attacks. For Terry Bogard, you could use 4 buttons in his original game, but there were only 2 buttons for punch, so that's why he only has 2 attack levels, weak and strong. This
Oh,
rule
that's cool.
applies to all of his special attacks, so please keep that in mind. By the way, the attack Power Wave is a move that shoots energy along the ground, but how does it look in the air? In his original game, you couldn't use this move in the air. This is how it looks now. As of the King of Fighters 96,
That's pretty
the
cool.
Power Wave ability had a shorter range, so we've recreated that version of the move. It's a useful move in midair and helps keep opponents in check.
I like it.
Next, we have a special performed while holding in the direction of your opponent, Burning Knuckle.
Yes.
This move also has a weak and strong version, as well as a command input. Like the Hadouken command input from Street Fighter II, you perform this command using the directional inputs, down, to the side, in the direction of your opponent. And
I
then
actually knew that because I figured that one out while I was playing King of Fighters.
This means that Burning Knuckle has 4 variations. Weak without command input, and strong without command input. Weak with command input, and strong with command input. The strong
looked
version
really cool.
using the command input is of course the most powerful. You'll hear a noise when you input the command.
That's kind of cool.
And if you've
I also
succeeded,
like how the O in King of Fighters on the bottom there is a...
you might also notice some green mixed in with the flames. It may be slight, but there is a difference. The strong version with the command input really is strong, even capable of KOing opponents. It can be blocked, however, so be on the lookout for that. In such a case, you'll be left wide open. And this is a first for the Super Smash Bros. Series, but the side specials are split into 2 versions,
Oh.
a back special and a front special.
That's
That means
really
there's
cool.
one more side special than usual, Crack Shoot,
Yeah!
from his original game.
Crack shoot.
There's also a command input version. It's performed by using the
It's the
directional
other
buttons
way,
down to
yeah.
the back, followed by the A or B button.
I knew that because I was playing Crack Shoot when I was playing.
The command version can launch your opponent quite a bit further.
It's actually really neat having actually played...
Fatal Fury, and then or King of
It
Fighters.
creates a bit
Yeah,
of
and then
power,
actually
so it can
seeing
be
those.
used as an anti-air attack. when
Ooh,
you're
I can see
using
myself
special
just spamming that all the time. That's really
close
nice.
range.
It really reminds me of Lil Max,
But say it reminds me of Little Max Side B.
Joel Haymaker, yeah.
Yes. Or like a not
There's
shitty
something I
version
want
of
you to
Zero Suit
remember.
Samus's down
Yes.
B.
When you do a crack shoot off screen, this is how it will look. Terry swings with his whole body when using Burning Knuckle and Crack Shoot, so it can be hard to recover. However, if you keep pressing backwards without inputting commands, you should be able to initiate Crack Shoot in the direction you're trying to recover.
Oh, that's really cool.
Let me show you one more time. Do this, then continue to press backward,
So just by pressing backwards he
and
does
then
it.
you can recover. If you press too
Oh.
quickly or input some commands, you'll fly right off the stage, so be careful.
Okay, that'll take
And
some
this
practicing.
is his up special. Rise
Oh! Yeah! It makes
It also
no
has a
sense!
strong version with different heights.
What the fuck is he doing?
He turns upside down and spins upwards in a kick. It
What, like
makes
Hitmontop?
Except Hitmontop doesn't spin
Your body
upwards.
will be invincible at the start. Either way, your legs will be invincible.
What the fuck?
Here's an
I
example
was hoping it would be the rising tackle. I'm so glad that it
of
is.
rising tackle.
That's so stupid.
Look at this.
I got completely wiped out when I threw myself at them.
Oh no.
But with Rising Tackle's charged command version,
Oh, he has iframes.
this moment.
No.
so you come out on top.
It makes no sense.
I love it.
I love that move.
Use rising tackle as a recovery as well. Even after
I don't know if I'm going to be able to play Terry at all, but like, he looks really fun to play.
This is also very helpful when you're trying to recover, so please keep that
I had a lot of fun with Ryu and
down
Ken
special
too.
is
So.
power dunk. An attack rises and descends.
I love his voice clips also.
This side, down, diagonally down command input is also known as the Shoryuken command. If you can pull it off, you'll be invincible at the start of the
Oh,
move.
nice.
Also, you can hear a sound when it connects. But it might be tough to make out.
Is he bouncing off the side of the screen there?
Now, let's talk about canceling.
So he doesn't
specials.
die, I assume.
I'd really like you to.
Because he's doing a test version in the stage
Ooh,
that...
what's
yeah.
this?
First, if you use a special after attacking with a standard attack, the special won't come out until the move animation has finished. That makes sense, right?
Okay, yeah.
But here's what happens if you cancel out of it. At this moment here, if you've successfully entered a special command input, the rest of the animation will be cancelled, allowing you to attack again immediately. I'll do that again. Throw out a kick like normal. And once your leg extends, you'll perform the move.
That's pretty cool.
Set it up so that when you attack, you can go straight into a special. This will increase your offensive options. Please try this out. For example, neutral attack 1, 2, and power dunk.
Damn.
This is a bread and butter combo. Aside from that, you can also get Terry to fly out and attack in an M shape. In his original
That's really
game,
cool.
you could only cancel attacks on the ground, but in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it's possible to cancel aerial moves.
Oh, nice.
The types of aerial attacks that you can cancel are limited to things like neutral air attacks or down air attacks. But I think it would be wise to use these combos to expand your
Terry
offensive
looks really fun.
He looks so fun.
And at last, the final smash. His final smash begins with triple geyser. Terry will shoot 3 geysers straight forward. However, if you think that's all, you're
No.
very mistaken.
I was about to say he's got to do the thing.
As you can see, if triple geyser connects,
Oh,
you'll follow
Buster
up with
Wolf, that's what he
Power
said.
Dunk and Buster Wolf. It's 3 moves. in
Which is
one.
another one of his
It's a visually striking combo.
meme attack lines.
You may be wondering what happened to his original super special moves. Yes, they're here too. With the usual rules, when Terry's damage meter rises up to 100% or higher, and in stamina mode, when his overall HP drops to 30% or less, you'll see this go icon at the bottom of the screen. At this point, if you enter this specific command,
He also has that one.
initiate the power geyser you see here. The command input is, if I borrow the way it's said in the original game, down, angle down, side, angle down, forward. Well, it's a bit complicated. Downward, then backward, then forward. You see? It is an action game after all, so you get to control the direction of your punch, be it right or left. In that case, no matter which direction you're going for, just swap the right input and left input. It's like this: downward, then backward, then forward. Or down, and then the opposite direction, if that's forward. And then there's his other super special move.
He did it!
Mr. Wolf.
No, are you okay?
You can initiate this one by repeating the Hadouken command input twice. Down to side, then down to side again.
I'm gonna have to practice with him for hours to try
I
to
know,
get
but
these
it's
down.
gonna be so great. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
It can be rather difficult to pull off moves using the original game's command inputs, but you can also use simplified command inputs. In the case of Power Geyser, remember this: down, side, down, forward. As long as you input the command downward to the side, to the back, downward again, and then forward, you should be fine. In the case of Buster Wolf, it's simply down, side, side.
Okay, that seems easy.
That's pretty easy.
That should be easier to remember. Even though the command input is complex, it can still be blocked with ease. Since these moves can only be used when Terry has taken a lot of damage, you'll be in even more danger if your opponent blocks. So they're high risk and high return.
They look
Please
really
save
cool
them
though.
for when you really need to make a last-ditch effort. You can use it again and again, but be careful. Your opponent may be able to predict your move and take action.
That's really cool though that he
Essentially,
gets
it's best
those.
to use it when it's least expected, or to cancel out of a combo, like this.
I like the fireworks. That's really cool.
For the taunts, I decided to match his original game. His up taunt is "Hey, come on," from the King of Fighters series. His down taunt spins his hat like in the Real Bout series. And his side taunt is "Stand Up" from Garo, Mark of the Wolves.
It's also known as the Jotaro
Very
taunt.
special
Yes.
moves in the
Except
game,
not quite,
and
but...
you can hear his voice. Like that. We've incorporated both his longer remarks, like Power Wave, from older titles, and his shorter remarks, like Rock You, from newer titles. And here are his color
Ooh.
variants. There's a good variety of colors available from across the series, and the cat design is slightly different in each version.
I like the Pokemon Trainer one.
Games, and we've also included some from the King of Fighters 14 and the anime series.
There's an anime.
Apparently.
He sometimes takes off his cap too. For example, it happens during his victory pose. His cap also blows away when he is defeated in stamina mode. The stage is called King of Fighters Stadium.
I like the random people
It
just
looks
in the
like the
background.
Hardcore Fighting Coliseum. The text above the Jumbotron reads, King of Fighters, without the. When we talk about a game title, we need the up front, but the name of the tournament in the game's story is just King of Fighters.
Oh,
This is a
okay.
very unique stage, and it follows some rules that haven't existed in Super Smash Bros.
Ooh, is that the walls that I was seeing?
First, the edge is walled off. In the Super Smash Bros. Series, you need to launch opponents off the stage.
That's actually really
However,
interesting.
the more damage a fighter has accumulated, the more the wall will visually react when they're launched into it. Can you see? Eventually,
You can break through it.
fighters will break right through the wall.
That's kind of cool.
That's really
There are
cool.
fireworks in the background. Basically, this special feature allows you to KO an opponent only after they've accumulated enough damage.
That's like, it's
That
different,
way,
but it's
you
not
can
in like a
battle
cheap
more like you
way.
would in a traditional fighting game. When you're close to the wall, it's possible to be KO'd even when your damage is low. It's just like in regular stages. In the Real Bout Fatal Fury series, there was a feature in which the walls could be destroyed and players could suffer a ring out when they hit the wall. This isn't exactly the same, but we made it kind of similar to that.
That's really cool, though.
That's
Hope you
really
enjoy
cool.
playing at this stage with all its special rules.
Are you okay?
By the way, there are guest characters in the background, right? Since we have the opportunity, I'd like to introduce them to you. First up, Andy Bogard. He's the adoptive brother of Terry Bogard. Both of them were adopted from an orphanage and raised by Jeff Bogard. However, while Terry's teacher was Jeff Bogard, Andy studied under Mai Shiranui's father. He uses the Koppoken fighting style. Joe Higashi. He's one of the three main characters from earlier games in the Fatal Fury series. He's the only one that doesn't have any connection to Geese Howard. He's a Muay Thai champion. Tung Fu Ru. He's the master of the Holy Fist of 8 Ways, and he also trained Jeff Bogard.
He looks like that spirit that's already in the game.
Billy Kane.
Yes.
He's been in
He
many
has a
Fatal
K.
Fury games since the first one, and he's the right-hand man of Geese Howard. While he appears in the first game, his costume is based on his appearances in King of Fighters 97 onwards. You can't really see his back, but the no smoking symbol is definitely there. Geese Howard. He's the big boss of Southtown, and he's the rival of Terry Bogard. Falling off of buildings is his thing. Rock Howard. His first appearance was Garo, Mark of the Wolves. He's the son of Geese Howard, and Terry actually raised him. That means his appearance in this game at this age with that look doesn't really jive with the timeline, but Smash is kind of like that to begin with, right?
Yeah.
Kim Kapwan. He uses Taekwondo and considers himself a fighter for justice. His Ho'okyaku is very famous. Ryuji Yamazaki. His first appearance was in Fatal Fury 3, and he's a criminal known as Dark Broker. He's very selfish and sadistic. Blue Mary. Her first appearance was in Fatal Fury 3 too. She uses combat sambo, and she's a good drinking buddy of Terry's. Those were the characters from the Fatal Fury series, but from here on, let me introduce characters from other series. Athena Asamiya. She's a Psycho Soldier. Psycho Soldier is a memorable game released around 1986, and it was the first title to feature a fully voiced theme song within the game. This epic song was also remixed for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and it was recorded in both Japanese and English.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know the song,
Music
but that's...
start. Kyo Kusanagi. He's the protagonist of the King of Fighters series, and he uses the ancient martial arts Kusanagi-ryu. Speaking of the protagonist, there are differences depending on which version you're talking about, like Orochi and Nest. Anyway, he is forever a school kid. Iori Yagami. Originally,
I don't know why he ties his knees together.
but when I first saw this character in the game at the time, due to his look and attitude, I thought, whoever created this character must be a genius. Goro Daimon. He's a judo gold medalist belonging to the Japanese team, and he likes to throw his opponents.
Oh no! No, I hate those dudes.
One is an escaped convict, and the other is a slasher. They are currently undergoing rehabilitation under the previously mentioned Kim Kapwan. Ralph Jones and Clark Still. Originally, they were main characters in the Ikari Warriors series before Neo Geo. They appeared as guests in the Metal Slug series too. Ryo Sakazaki.
Naruto?
Protagonist of Art of Fighting. The original Art of Fighting was released just before Fatal Fury 2.
I would. My first guess would have been like a Dragon Ball Z character because
Super
like.
special move. How could I not include him? King. Her first appearance was in Art of Fighting, and she's a bouncer and bodyguard. She is a beautiful woman with an androgynous sense of style. Next, Yuri Sakazaki. She was kidnapped in the first Art of Fighting game, but after that, she trained hard and mastered Kyokugen Karate in just 1 year. In other words, she's a genius. So, as you can see, we've included many characters, a total of 20 characters. You know, it's very cumbersome. I mean, it takes a lot.
I like how they didn't include that character.
In every one of these characters.
Which one?
Even outside
No,
the
that
confines of
character.
individual series. So we
She's
still
got
have
huge
to work.
balls.
Yeah,
No,
no,
these
these ones.
By
balls.
the way, you may have noticed that a very important character from the Fatal Fury series was not included.
Assist trophy.
Yes, Mai Shiranui. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is for good boys and girls of many different ages, so we decided not to feature her. Please forgive us.
Yeah, we figured.
We figured that.
Also, my music features a variety of tracks, and the music that plays affects which special guests will appear.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
I like how she's like not in the game because her tits are too big and her outfit's too revealing.
And they were like, we could not change that up.
Here.
No.
There was no way we could do that.
I hope you look forward to that as well.
It's like you gotta cut us some slack. We made Bayonetta work, but
That's a shame,
Okay,
though.
I'm done providing information, so now let's jump into some actual battles. This time, I'm going to play the Terry route of Classic mode.
Ah.
On top of that, I want to try and hit the highest intensity level. Let's see if I can get all the way up to intensity.
I guess him
9.
playing classic modes would take so long.
probably.
Honestly, playing the game in extreme difficulty while doing commentary is extremely hard.
Is it?
One or the other is doable.
Yeah.
Doing both at once forces me
I mean, it might be different if you're actually trying to give insightful commentary.
Yeah, that's true.
do my best. First,
Nino
this
intensifies.
route
Yes.
is named the King of Smash. 3 characters who have some sort of connection will appear as a set.
Oh, that's kind of neat. That's like,
Familiar. Okay, the first intensity level is 5.0, so I should be fine.
that's
All
really cool,
battles in
though.
Terry's route are stamina battles. This stage's special KO rule that I talked about earlier isn't the best match for stamina rules, but oh well. On his route, a lot of stages feel like they're from a traditional fighting game.
Peach just imploded.
He's kicking ass.
Okay, I did it anyway. Of course, even in this mode, it's not impossible for me to try for a KO, but normally it'll be over before that. There. Done. Looks like he's saying, give me something. Next, round 2. It's the Legend of Zelda team. Just because characters are in a team because of their similarities, that doesn't mean that they have to be from the same game.
That's kind of interesting.
This is Let's Go to Seoul, Kim Kapwan's theme. And I've got it set up so that we don't move from the bottom of Prison Tower.
That's cool.
It would be easiest to simply knock him off the screen, but I'm not going to do that, because it's not as fun to watch. Oops, I knocked him off. Over here.
Come on, come on.
Let's spam that one.
It's gonna blow. Will he do it? Alright.
He just punched him into oblivion.
Back.
Can Sakura like once a month just like play through a classic mode or something?
I'll be fine with that.
Dude, I would pay money for that.
Oh no! The tables
And
have
then she,
turned.
then she like throws him off screen and he dies.
Oh no.
Cancelled it.
I like the little crack at
He wears his
least.
cap backward when he does a power dunk. Now you could call this the giant stage. All the giants are lined up. Of course, the music track is Taku and Kitepi. Of course he says. You might wonder who Taku and Kitepi are. But it seems like it means Tanaka and Kitamura. This track is from Fatal Fury 2. There's a giant wrestler named Big Bear, and this is his track. Regardless of the track name, it's a really famous hard rock song, so please give it a listen. The original song was called Yusha Raiden. There's that masked wrestler. Big Bear is a
I like how sometimes I don't know what he's talking about.
No, I have no fucking idea
I'm like,
he's
what
talking
mask
about.
wrestler are you talking about?
I don't like a King of Fighters character, I guess.
Maybe.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
But he said it as if he appeared, so that's why I was like, wait, what are you talking about?
I'm beginning to find the intensity quite tough. Round
I
4.
think you're doing fine.
The whole atmosphere.
This one we call Team Sakura bias.
Right?
I'm kidding.
We've been to arena-style flat stages, but suddenly we're at a battlefield form stage. Oh, there's an item.
You broke his shield, Sakurai, damn it!
There's an arcade game series called Athena, and this stage uses that as a motif. Oh, he's metal.
Terry is metal.
Yes.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I suppose both Lady Palutena and Athena games were possibly an homage to the Athena of Greek mythology.
Sure.
Plus, I wanted to do something where 2 characters who are similar, or have similar abilities, are together. It's a nice Kokugenryu team.
He almost power
If I let
dunked
my
himself
guard
into
down,
the into the pit.
I'll easily be defeated, so I need to pay attention. Not bad, you.
It seems
By the
Terry
way-
comes with a lot of music, by the way.
Yes, I was
Use
just thinking
crack
that.
shoot to aim for overhead platforms, so they have some.
Crack
utility
shoot.
to them. I kept her in check.
In which I constantly spam crack shoot.
Looks like that firebar didn't work out for her.
I was about to say, you can. She has 5%. You can kill her with like any move.
It's getting brutal. The intensity is close to 8. You could say the opposing team is comprised of heroes from different companies. Sonic and Terry are on the stage. Actually, Sonic and Terry were both created in '91, so they're the same age.
Huh. Yeah, they're also very 90s, so that doesn't surprise me.
Yes, they're the 2 most 90s characters in the game.
Everyone's getting old. But they're still on active duty. You know, it's easier to fight on sloped ground.
Is Sonic due for another game?
Especially easy going uphill.
When was the last
I
Sonic?
don't know.
Actually,
the
no.
active duty thing made me like.
Actually,
wonder
no.
when
I
the
think
last
Sonic had
game
like
was.
games like last year. Didn't he have like
Really?
the retro style game
Oh,
last year?
no, Sonic Mania was like 2 years ago,
Was
wasn't
that
it?
2 years ago?
Yeah,
Oh.
wasn't it?
The first Street Fighter
I don't
came
know,
out
man.
in '87 as well, so that makes Ryu the same age. That was bad. Don't go off screen.
Okay, there we go.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Pac-Man from 1980 is here.
Does he fight Ken and
Of
Ryu at
course,
some point
this
though?
character was made by Bandai Namco Studios, but when I talk to their team, I'll call him your company's character. They always come back saying, "Oh yeah, our company's character." I often have these kinds of exchanges with them. Oh, that was close.
It's like, oh yeah, we have a character in this game. I forgot. I would have almost forgotten.
Oh yeah, Pac-Man exists, huh?
How was that? Not enough? I see. Well, how about now?
There we go.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
It's bad to keep using the same move. Seriously.
Oh, Sakurai, shush, you're good at this.
I also like how he
Next,
scores
we
on the
could call
ground.
this Team Darkness. With the track Soy Sauce for Geese playing on the rooftop, it's got the aura of a final showdown.
But it's not because he hasn't fought the boss yet. Turns out he has
Not
like
good.
an original boss.
Up
That'd be
next
really
is
fun.
Ganondorf. I don't want to get hit by him, not even once. He's huge.
I actually made him good in this game.
Yes.
You can't take things lightly in moments like
I no longer have him accurately represent my grandfather, who couldn't move very much, but I respect it nonetheless.
that was
Which,
a bad move.
for those who don't know, is just like a reference to like a meme post somebody made.
Alright, can I do this without getting hit?
Nice, nice.
Now for a scary one, Bayonetta.
It made her less good in this game, though. So
Oh,
Yep, I'm giving this everything.
well, that's the Bayonetta 2 ult, so she doesn't speak
That was just dangerous.
English and that.
oh.
I think the Bayonetta 1 alt, I don't know if it's in this game too, but at least in Smash 4, exclusively spoke in English in that one.
Really?
That
That's
was a
cool.
beautiful move.
Because I think the first game had no Japanese dialogue, but
you
then the
couldn't
second
take
one
advantage
did
of that opportunity.
in Japan.
Well, that makes sense because it's an American-made game, isn't it?
No, it isn't actually.
It doesn't? Oh.
No.
Oh, I guess to keep the style of it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Time for the final battle. It's not Master Hand, but Ryu, Ken, and then Terry.
Oh, we don't get to see him do the
Art
treasure?
of Fighting version
Dang, that's lame.
2.0000000.0 is playing. In other words, it's kind of a themed fight. He's super strong. So
Also, I like how he didn't figure out that he would just have Terry again.
I'm not pacing this out very well.
Either way, this is good because I might be able to actually win this classic mode on 9.9 because I don't have to fight frickin' Master Hand.
Dropped to 100. But I can't
Come
give
on, you
up
can do
until
this,
the end.
Sakurai. Come on.
I have a super special move. But Terry is last, so he can use the same super special move. But this is no time for chit chat.
He has the same super special awesome moves.
Super special super
no.
card?
Card,
Here
can
it
you show?
is.
Card, can you show my grandpa?
Wow!
Wow.
I'm here to sell shit.
This is no
I'm
good.
going to sell my little brother.
It gets even tougher from here.
Come on, Sakurai, you can do this.
I messed up a perfect shield.
We all do.
Come on, you've got the victory.
Gotta be on guard.
Come on, Massive Hero Sakurai. Come on! Yes!
Nice.
Yeah, but with a power wave? If I could have pulled off a super special move, that would have been awesome.
Oh, that's alright.
Alright, did I make it to intensity 9.9?
No point for style.
Yes, I did. That was hard work.
Yay!
I'm so proud of him.
Yes.
You know, he's not half bad at this game.
Well, I mean, he would have to not be because
But
he
I
has
mean,
to
like, he's
play it
really
constantly.
good at it, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I'm just
Playing
impressed.
in such situations. Next, let's talk about the music. This time we have something very special lined up for you. For instance, when we were deciding which songs to include in this set, we thought about concentrating on songs related to Terry, but there were a lot of big band style songs that didn't really fit the mood of battle. That aside, the music of SNK has always been great, right from the beginning. So this time, we selected tracks that could be called SNK style. Basically, we expanded the selection a bit to include series outside of just Fatal Fury and the King of Fighters. SNK songs have always been great, really.
Which is fine because I think most of their series have crossed over King of Fighters
All the
anyways.
King of
Yeah,
Fighters
no.
games to the arrangements in the latest installment, the King of Fighters 14. We did a lot of digging around, and finally managed to narrow our many candidates down to 50 songs.
Oh my god! But how many did you include?
We never intended to do something like this, of course. So we submitted our 50 proposals to SNK, expecting them to pick out maybe 10
And they did
or
all
20
of them.
that they considered acceptable. But they told us they were okay. As a result, we've pretty much
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. That's
have a
incredible.
look at the list.
Jesus Christ!
That's how we ended up with the list we have, but we worked hard to deliver some of the best remixes. This was a very special one-off case, and I don't think we'll be able to do the same for other series. To be honest, I think that being able to hear such a selection might make the Fighter's Pass worth quite a bit more than its price.
Oh, well, yeah, at this point.
Yeah.
I do hope you'll enjoy it.
He looks giddy. He looks absolutely giddy to tell us this.
Yes.
The Spirit Board, too.
Turns out that's the way that they went over budget. It's just because they had too many songs from this game.
Have a look at the background. If it looks familiar to you, you'll start feeling pretty nostalgic. Shinkiro-san's artwork is always so nice and vibrant, isn't it?
It's just freaking Mountain Rushmore.
You can also look forward to mock tournaments featuring each of the characters. That old school Athena and Ralph and Clark artwork really is something. Now for the Mii Fighters. Please have a look.
Uh-oh, here we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Let's see what we got.
Oh no. It's do or die. It's do or die. Oh, that's really cute.
That's cute.
That's really cute.
Oh hey, it's the character people thought this was gonna be.
Yes. You need to face the facts.
Yes.
Okay.
I honestly don't expect many non
King of Fighters, no.
SNK costumes in this.
So it's the guy
Good.
who ties his knees together.
Yes. Now every Mii that I make must tie their knees together. Ooh, they're bringing back the those costumes.
Yay!
The Jackie one too, or just the hero? Okay, no, they're both back. I'm guessing Heihachi is going to be back too, then. Because there's no reason to not have him.
There's no reason to not do that.
Oh! Oh!
What?
Heihachi is not back.
Is that good?
Well, his Mii costume isn't here.
No, it's not.
No.
Does Tekken have to do with King of Fighters?
Tekken is also a fighting game. Virtua Fighter has nothing to do with King of Fighters.
Oh.
Because that's a Sega franchise.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
SNK was also involved with the
Yeah.
at this time, so it has a strong fighting game influence. It borrows a lot from the series Nakoruru comes from, like her wind slash attack, so I hope you'll enjoy those little details. Moving on to Amiibo, here's the new lineup.
Cool.
Simon, Chrom, and Incineroar.
I need to get
Each
those
of these
still.
will be released on Friday, November 15th.
Cool.
Yeah, screw Pokemon, let's get Amiibo.
Next, let's discuss the details of the updates. We've made some improvements to battle arenas. First, we're making it so you can send messages to
that's
each other
neat.
in a battle arena.
Nice.
The messages are preset. So there's that, and also the player who created the arena can
Oh,
now
thank
change
God.
the rules.
Okay, that's really good.
We've also added the option to play either Battlefield form or Omega form at random in the stage settings.
Oh, that's cool.
Aside from that, you can now pick Elite only as an arena type.
What does that do?
Furthermore, Quick Play won't be the only way to play with people you don't know. As long as the arena type
That's
is set
Xander up
to
there.
public
Yes.
and no password is set, we've made it so anyone is now free to join.
That's cool.
So
Ah,
I hope you'll enjoy that. Terry is due for distribution on November 6th.
That's today.
If you have the Fighter's Pass, you'll be able to get him straight away, or you can purchase him separately.
I wonder if he's out right now.
Well, I think that wraps it up for our Terry Bogard showcase. I hope we were able to convey his appeal.
Yes.
By the way, his reveal trailer was aired in advance. It was created using SNK pixel art. The complete version of it, including the gameplay portion, is finally ready. I'd like to show it to you after.
Oh, that's cool.
oh yeah.
Now this is something of an inside story, but I of course wrote the plot for SNK's pixel art packed reveal trailer. When the invitation comes out, you might recall how it says, "Don't be late, S." That is not what I wrote. It makes me think, ugh, this is why I hate inside jokes. After leaving it to the staff, it snuck its way in there. I just want you to know that the S is also the Super Smash Bros. Series S. Well then, let's move on to the intro movie.
Oops, I stuck a different trailer in here. What did I do?
Oops.
No, you wouldn't do that.
Nah.
I love this Terry reveal trailer, even though we have already seen Terry now. But it's okay because I like the gameplay trailers.
I know who these people are now.
Yes. I'm trying to see if everybody who cameos in this actually cameoed in the stage. Obviously he did. She got a me costume / spirit battle.
No, I don't know why he ties his knees together either.
He got both. He got a me costume and a cameo on the stage. Ooh, it's red now. It was blue before.
Yes.
It's funny because he busted Wolf. That's cute. He had the
so
little
cute.
gloves too.
Aww.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
I like that trailer. So was that it for the entire... Oh.
We crammed in a little too much content this time. Hopefully, I'll be able to make future showcases a little shorter.
Oh, but that was it. Okay.
That was really
That
cute.
was cool. I like that. I like how this goes on for another 2 minutes of just nothing, but that's fine. I'm actually wondering if this is available right now. Because it said it was going to release today, so I guess I'll have to see about that. It's probably, like, overloading the servers anyways.
Yeah,
But,
probably.
That was cool.
Definitely didn't waste my time. Or
No.
anything.
And I'm interested to see where that goes, because, again, everybody was expecting the Heihachi costume to come back, like, right now. Because this was, like, the moment. Because it's like, oh, well, Terry's gonna bring along... Because everybody thought the Virtue Fighters costumes were gonna come back here.
Yes.
But everybody thought Heihachi too. But he's not here. And he was and Sakurai previously had, like, gone on record saying that he wanted to include him in the last game. So that's kind of interesting, and I'm interested to see where that one goes. I don't know. I'd be cool with that, but I guess we'll have to see. I'm excited to play Terry because he seems like a really fun character, so I guess I'm gonna bust out the Switch, and I guess I'm gonna get serious!
Yeah, we're gonna get serious.
Alright, so with that, thanks everybody for watching.
Apparently in the new update they buffed Robin.
Oh my god. Good. But yeah. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you probably later when we're gonna have our own live stream with blackjack and hookers. In fact, forget about the live stream.
Well.
No, but yeah, we'll be back. I'm probably gonna play some Terry, so see you later for that.
Obviously he's releasing like today and not tomorrow. Or like 3 a.m. or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if people already know what's happening in the update, then I'm assuming that it's already out.
Well,
but...
the update notes.
That's
right,
true.
yeah,
but I think those come with the update.
Oh,
so.
okay. Then we'll just have to see. Because maybe, yeah.
We'll see. But
Yeah.
either way,
there's going to be some sort of Smash happening.
there's going to be some sort of Terry soon.
It's going to be smashing.
So,
Crack shoot.
yes. Crack
Mr.
shoot.
Wolf, are you okay?
No.
No.
Okay. But bye for now.
Bye.